Hola colegas, soy Clara, la programadora de Tennessee Campus. This is a short video about setting up of your VHL sections as well as transferring grades from VHL to D2L. At the beginning of each semester, there's a couple of things you need to do in VHL. Mostly everything's already created for you. One thing that you can do is create a sample student. If you click on the icon before you click into the course, you will see where it says create sample student. Right now there are no students, so create sample student, click on this icon and it will populate a student, and that enables you to log in as a student and see the course and activities assignments from a student's perspective, which is quite helpful. Another thing that you need to do, so I'm going to log into my course. Okay, one thing that doesn't copy over are the criteria for the assessments, and that's something that you need to do. So if you go click on content and then assessment, what you should see is that the quizzes have availability and results have availability. So that's both the vocabulary quizzes and the grammar. Quiz availability, result availability. Click down to Lección 13. And as you can see here, I'll start with the vocabulary. There is no availability. And what this means is students can't take it. And this is just one of the things that happens when it's copied from the master course. Very easy to do, it'll only take a few minutes. If you click on the checkbox and click assign, and you're going to click reassign. So all these activities are mostrar. You don't need to change the date or the attempts, but you do need to click on the availability. So click edit until it says I release it, and then for results click down. When I release it, press save, and once you've clicked on save, you will have to do a second step, and that is to release. That means students can access these from the very beginning of the course. I see no benefit in having these released later on. It's just an extra thing that faculty have to remember, and it allows students to take the quizzes as and when they want. Remember, all these are fairly low stake activities, and there's quite a few of them. So I'm going to do the same thing for the mini pruebas. Only do the ones that have got a date. The ones without a date, don't do those, because those are not ones that are part of their grades. Only the quizzes that have a due date. I'm going to reassign them all. Category mostrar. I'm going to release it. Click down, I release it. Click save, and then again I'm going to release all of them straight away. And I need to do this for all 4 lecciones, and it's for the vocabulary quizzes and the grammar quizzes. You just do this at the very beginning of the semester, and it sets up the courses straight away. If you look on the assignment calendar, this is from an instructor's perspective. You can see everything here, everything's clickable. However, if you log in from a student's perspective, these quizzes will be grey and you will not have the ability to click on them if they have not been released. Another thing that's not copied over from the master courses is the announcements. So you can create announcements as and when throughout the course. You just click on communication and then announcements. You can create an announcement. So I'll create an announcement for the first day of class, and I'm going to let students know that the class takes place in VHL, Supersite as well as D2L. If you click on here, it shows when it's And I might add a link to the syllabus or something like that. And so that will appear to students as an announcement. So that's the second thing that you can do. One final thing, which is optional, you have the ability to grant students grace periods, which enables them to access the site for a few weeks whilst they get their materials and their access code. Some students may need that. If you click on grades and go to gradebook and then click on roster, you'll see here that you can add grace periods, and each instructor gets a certain amount of grace periods. Once that runs out, you can contact Ashley at VHL and request that more grace periods are added to your account. So I'm going to talk now about transferring grades to VHL. I use a split screen. So I have VHL on one side and I have grades in D2L on the other side. And so what you're going to see in this column, obviously it's not populated yet, are all the cumulative grades. It's out of 100, and then you can add your grades in VHL. It's really easy to do, but it does have to be done manually. Because of the 10% late penalty, which is for every day after the due date, you have the opportunity to go back and adjust students' grades. Now, I do this at the end of the semester. If they've submitted things after the Lexion, for example, a quick way to do that in D2L is to go to Spreadsheet View. And this enables you to adjust the grades really quickly, save them, and then switch to standard view. Hope you found this helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please email me or submit a question in the shared Google Doc.